50 Cent just stirred up major buzz, hinting that his upcoming documentary could expose some wild ties between Diddy and Justin Bieber. Word on the street is that Usher might have been the one who first connected them, and now rumors are swirling that he's feeling uneasy about what 50 might uncover next.
Well, I'm surprised by the allegations, as surprised as everyone else is. Like, I didn't make the allegations, I didn't tell people to say these things. It comes out, I see it in the news like everyone else, but I did feel uncomfortable with the way he would present the idea of going to these projects.
To come party with me.
Yeah, and then that swayed me away from it, just that alone.
So you didn't realize the...
As much stuff has come, like when I seen today, it was allegations of 3 men that said he drugged them, and it's a long time, to be honest with you. Like, when people don't remember being violated for 20 years, it makes me feel a little hard.
What are your thoughts on the allegations against Jay-Z?
That was interesting. When I was saying things, not knowing exactly what I was saying, but I was going, where's Jay at? He's mad quiet. Like while the Puffy thing was going on. But it's obvious now that his team was being made aware that he was in those allegations also. You know, so I hope it works out, because with his family, the things that go on internally, those accusations are crazy.
50 Cent recently confirmed that he's teaming up with Netflix for a highly anticipated documentary expected to drop in early 2025. In a recent interview, he admitted the project has turned out to be far more complicated than he anticipated, mainly because the allegations surrounding Diddy seem to grow almost daily. What began as one clear storyline has now evolved into a tangled web of new claims, statements, and reports that keep shifting the film's direction. 50 even compared the process to chasing an octopus. Every time he thinks he's got one piece under control, several more arms reach out with new challenges, each revealing another hidden layer of controversy. Despite the chaos, he said that constant evolution has made the project both frustrating and fascinating, with the potential to expose far more than originally planned.
And you don't throw out allegations, but like, you kind of poke fun at them.
You just ask questions.
You're not worried that it comes back your way? Like, people dig up your past and try to pull stuff up?
I don't got that shit in my past. I'm not.
Everybody got a little bit.
Look,
like, not that it's real enough.
I took a pill, but it was for me to perform better. For her to remember, but I didn't fucking give her a drink so she forget what the fuck happened. What the fuck is going on here, bro? Yes, I took the drug. I gave me the fucking drug to perform. So she can remember and possibly love me for that.
Did it work?
What the fuck? Yo, bro, look, I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm just saying, this is the opposite of normal shit that we're talking about, bro.
That is why. I don't know why it's so hard for people
so
just
for
to
people
acknowledge
to feel
weird
like
shit is
you
weird.
would have something, or you would have reserved energy because you feel like you was doing it too. This is people that are looking on separation between their hardships or their the things that they got going on that would be issues, and what a celebrity's issues would be.
Wait, what does that mean?
They think all celebrities are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Right, and when you see, if I wasn't saying anything, guess what? You could safely say that a person on the outskirts that is not involved in hip-hop culture could think everybody in hip-hop culture is with that shit.
Industry rumors have long connected some of the biggest names in music, including Diddy, Jay-Z, Usher, and others, to the same powerful inner circles. One of the most talked about stories suggests that Usher may have played a part in introducing a young Justin Bieber to Diddy, at a time when Bieber was just starting his career. According to reports, Bieber even spent time under Diddy's guidance when he was around 13 years old. Many observers have since questioned whether Usher, who faced his own challenges coming up in the industry, should have been more protective of the young artist. Some speculate he may have stepped back due to his own complex history within that world. The situation raises deeper questions about loyalty, influence, and how cycles within the entertainment industry can quietly repeat themselves behind the spotlight.
There's an accusation about Jay-Z and Diddy and a teenager, 13-year-old teenager.
Right.
And we were speaking about just the statement.
Right.
The statement, you were saying you felt like that was calculated.
That was, that the statement is something you can tell it was written by a lawyer. Because there's a point where it kind of gets aggressive. He says, you're gonna find out, like how I'll handle this. And that's an attorney want to be combative with another attorney. That's not like your publicist wouldn't say those things.
This is on your.
Who put that up?
Yeah, this is
that
on.
50?
Yeah, it says, I don't know what's going on, but are we still going to have the Super Bowl? I'm just asking for a friend.
Yeah, I'm asking for you know,
Right.
I'm just trying to figure out if we're still doing everything the way. Because look, they will fall back. They like the NFL. They won't necessarily be associated to that.
Right. Why do you not insert yourself, but you're on top of every topic, right?
Yeah. I'm just watching. I'm participating. I'm being part of culture. I'm just telling you my opinion.
Right.
Look,
Because you're part
said
of the
this,
culture.
Like I can't say anything now. I'm out of it. I'm like I'm going to Dre's studio and just sit with Dre a little.
Right.
And then maybe I stay out of trouble.
Nah.
Usher has previously spoken about the difficult treatment he faced during his early years in the industry, and many find it heartbreaking that another young artist may have gone through a similar experience years later. In a recent interview, Justin Bieber grew emotional as he reflected on his own early struggles, breaking down in tears while speaking about the pressures and mistakes of his past. His words shed light on a much larger issue within Hollywood, where young stars are often placed under immense pressure and exposed to environments that can leave lasting emotional scars. These moments serve as a powerful reminder of how vulnerable rising talent can be, and why the entertainment world must do more to protect and support them.
They're not seeing the victim. They're not seeing that boy that got rushed to the hospital. They're not seeing what the intentions was in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there.
Oh.
Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there. Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute, and his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Think about that. He had already been to the hospital, that situation that Gene was talking about. And you still took Bieber there, but you got custody of him first. Diddy had already tried. They wouldn't let him. Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory. And then Usher came in and discovered it and managed him and got custody of him and promised to look after him. And then he sent him to the diddler. Does that sound like a good guy?
It's horrible.
Does that sound like a good guy? Now that we know what Diddy's really like, what kind of fucking asshole do you gotta be to take another boy, another talented boy, and put him in your place so it ain't gotta be you no more? Because that's what pedophiles do. They get victims, and then once they get to a certain age and they get too old for them to enjoy them, they send them out to go get other young kids. Now, if Usher is a procurer, and if Usher knew what was gonna happen to any of those young children that he took to the Flavor Freak off, is he a good guy? Especially considering what happened to him, especially considering that he sat with Howard Stern, and Howard Stern said, would you send your kids to Puffy's Flavor Camp? And his immediate response was, hell no! So it's good enough for everybody else's kids, but it's not good enough for yours.
We become friends in a strange way, you know?
Like Robin Big.
Yeah, it's like, exactly.
I'm begging Robin.
Yeah. No, I mean, to a lot of us, he's like a little brother. You know what I'm saying? He's not afraid to call and ask for advice. He's somebody that, in the industry-wise, the record industry is a strong family, and he's somebody that, you know, we definitely have our arms around, and we want to protect him because he's such genuinely a nice person besides his talent. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the greatest kids that you could ever know.
Justin, Diddy bought his son a Bentley. Maybe, you know, he could buy you one also while you're
He
at.
got me a Lamborghini.
Oh, well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last
He
time.
had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
Oh, apparently not.
Something.
Recently, Usher opened up about his past experiences with Diddy during an interview on the Howard Stern show. He reflected on what life was like living under Diddy's supervision as a young teenager and revealed that he was introduced to an adult lifestyle far earlier than he should have been. Usher admitted that those experiences has left a lasting impact, shaping how he views fame, power, and the darker side of the entertainment world. His reflections shed light on how young artists are often placed in situations that can be overwhelming and confusing, raising serious questions about accountability, mentorship, and protection in Hollywood.
I think so. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. I think that I was just, living in this shame, living in all this sort of stuff of my past, and I wasn't able to move on. But
tough question before we focus on the future and how bright things look. Do you think that if you hadn't redefined what Jesus was and reclaimed it into something that was worthy of practice for you, which then led you on a path of reconciliation with your wife, do you think the person that the you of then was on a path of self-destruction? Do you feel that you were you were self-destructing?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I would have, for sure. 100%. Yeah, 100%. It would have been no bueno. It was bad. It would have been, I don't know if I'd be alive for sure. It was dark, really dark. So I'm very, very grateful to have influences in my life that have played a huge part in me seeing their relationship with Jesus and their relationship with their wives and their relationship with their kids and saying that's what I want and striving after that. So that's, I was thinking too, it's not, obviously, when we want to be successful in certain things, there's things we have to work hard at, but like striving for God's love or God's approval or people's approval, it's like God's told me, he said, I don't hear from God audibly, but I feel like God's, when he sees us, he's not this God that a lot of people think that it's like judgmental, and he's a God that accepts us for who we are and loves us through our pain and through our dirt. Jesus wasn't this religious elite guy that, came to, but he was in the dirt, and he found me in my dirt and pulled me out. And that's why my story, that's why I'm not afraid. I want to talk about without forcing that into people's, I never want to be someone that's trying to persuade anyone to believe in what I believe. I think God persuades people, but I want to definitely tell my story so that if that resonates to anybody, that they can hopefully learn from it.
Former bodyguard Jean Deal has come forward with claims about what he allegedly witnessed while working for Diddy, suggesting that many insiders in the music industry were aware of questionable situations involving him and Usher. Deal claimed that one particular incident was so serious that Usher reportedly needed medical attention afterward, and that whispers of the event led some celebrities to quietly distance themselves. While these accounts remain unverified, they have added fuel to a much larger conversation about how young artists are treated in the entertainment industry, the silence that often surrounds them, and the responsibility of powerful figures to protect, not exploit, rising talent.
I have a problem sleeping to this day. Yo, man, I'm here to work, man. I ain't sang in a week. I'm 13 years old, and I'm telling him, look, you're gonna put me in the studio, man. You got Biggie Smalls in there, you got Craig Mack in there. I'm not here to party with you. I don't want to go to the clubs. Matter of fact, I'm too young to even be in here. Why you got me in clubs? We would fight. We would tough.
Moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah, that's what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really.
Come on.
But hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place. And I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans,
And your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary J.
okay?
Blige. They didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing this at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than.
And do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem. I had like,
What
like
a
a living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
If you don't mind me asking, because I know the topic is sensitive, what happened to Usher?
I heard about some music executive from the industry back in Harlem. You know, I heard it from some music executives back in Harlem. And I'm not going to speak on their name. They doing programs and everything like that. And they may be doing some programs. They may speak on it themselves. But I heard it from some music executives.
What did you hear?
Bro, you know how people be talking and we was around some people, something like that. And then some people might say, yo, I don't F with that dude. And at the time, I didn't even know who the F Usher was. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those type of situations. And when people say, yo, man, I don't F with them niggas. Man, I'm getting out that industry and everything like that. You know, Puff sent this little kid to the hospital. How he sent him to the hospital? Man, nigga was bleeding from the butt. And that's what was said. But I didn't even have a name for the kid at the time. Then you heard, and that's what happened. How dare you say a man that groomed you, you gonna give him a pass? Bruh, you know I know. Let me reframe you on something. Remember Usher? We was at the Swiss Hotel. Puff had Kim in the room, had one of Keith Sweat's baby mothers in the big room outside the master bedroom. He came outside in his robe. She gave him a fellatio right there. His back was turned to me. She gave him a fellatio. You knocked on the door. I came and opened the door for you. Puff went in the room. You came in the room and kissed that girl dead in her mouth. Now I'm telling that because you taking up for somebody that you know and a lot of more people know didn't do you right when you was at Diddy camp. Y'all put it together.
And what you mean by Diddy camp?
Remember? He was on one of the talk shows, the white guy with the curly hair. What's his name? The white guy with the curly hair. And he said, yo, would you send your son to Diddy camp? And Usher said, no. Ask him why he won't send him to Diddy camp. But yet and still you praise him.
Damn, man, and you said that, I know you can't go into detail, but you said that it was a situation where Diddy sent him to the hospital?
Let Usher explain that to you. Let Usher mama explain that to you. And the hospital was in Scarsdale, New York.
Over the years, Diddy has made several bold remarks about his close relationship with Usher. Archival footage from past events shows Usher attending many of Diddy's high-profile gatherings, a detail some interpret as proof of how closely connected they once were, far from being distant acquaintances. The two appeared deeply intertwined within the same social and professional circles, a dynamic that continues to spark speculation about the extent of their relationship and shared influence in the entertainment world.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did.
No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even I don't want it to come close to the bed. At all. Usher look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. Usher.
Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like, check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
what the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flake and we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid.
Listen. We're having a good time, yo. Usher made it in the... Hey, yo.
Ongoing rumors claim that federal investigators may possess private recordings linked to Diddy, with several reports suggesting the FBI is currently reviewing this material. Former bodyguard Gene Deal has stated that what the public knows so far only begins to reveal what truly happened behind the scenes. According to him, several young stars, including well-known figures such as Usher, Justin Bieber, and the late Aaron Carter, were allegedly drawn into troubling situations connected to Diddy's circle. If the reported evidence proves to be as significant as insiders claim, it could have serious repercussions for Diddy's career and potentially spark major legal consequences across the entertainment industry. Recent reports suggest that federal investigators are examining a collection of flash drives and video recordings allegedly tied to Diddy. According to insiders, these materials were originally obtained by his late ex-partner, Kim Porter, who is said to have entrusted them to her friend Courtney Burgess for safekeeping. Burgess has reportedly become a cooperating witness in an active federal case. Sources claim that portions of this evidence have already been presented before a grand jury, intensifying the ongoing investigation and fueling public curiosity about what could surface next.
And those statements include descriptions of what the witness says saw on those tapes. So I asked him about that, and he answered what he could, given the limitations imposed on him after testifying before the grand jury. Out of those 8 videos, 8 celebrities, 6 men and 2 women, how many of those 8 celebrities were close to being underage or potentially underage?
2 males.
2 males. And of those 8 celebrities, how many of them were intoxicated or under the influence of drugs?
This is going to be all speculation. I just want to preface it. But he wouldn't know if they were. Right.
Sure.
Appear to
Let
be.
me rephrase it.
Based on, yes.
Understand. Out of the 8 celebrities who were recorded having intimate relations with Sean Combs, how many of them appeared to be either inebriated or intoxicated or under the influence of drugs?
All of them. All of them.
Out of those 8, how many appear to be potentially victimized? How many might have been victimizing?
I think all, to be honest, all.
Were victims
They
or
victims.
were perpetrating?
Victims.
They were all 8 were victimized,
Yeah,
meaning
victim.
this was happening to them and they were inebriated.
Right. Not knowing, I guess, how much proof it was in it, what they was doing.
And of those 8, how many seemed to be potentially minors?
2 to 3, possibly 3.